Hi everybody, it's Lavinia and welcome. In today's video, I wanted to show you a couple of journal pages that I'm making for the hashtag Artisan Journal Prompt 2024, which is hosted by Patty at Life with Patty. So I'll link her channel in my description box. You can go ahead and check out her instructions if you want to participate into this 2024 Artisan Journal challenge. And it's really just, she gives you a prompt every Sunday and for the week, so 52 prompts, and you can hop in, hop out, catch up. So I am sort of doing a catch up. I don't know that I will be doing every single prompt that she gave, but I am going to catch up on the ones that I definitely can. So one of the prompts that she gave, I think a couple of weeks ago, I really don't know which week it was. I think we're in week 36 right now, so this might have been week 34 or 33. And that prompt, I think, was woodland creatures. So what I did, this is my page. And if you've seen my other videos, my Artisan Journal pages are works in progress. What I'm doing is I'm creating the pages this year, 2024, and then I'm going to be binding these pages into a journal, and I will be then journaling on them or in them in 2025. So what I did, this paper is from one of the Hobby Lobby kits. I think I did a showing of that particular kit. I'm not sure if it's called Vintage Christmas or Christmas. So it had this background here. So I think it was an 8.5 or 8.25 by 12. So I did trim it down to fit on this page because these are the pages that I'm going to be using in my journal. And then what I did is I used some watercolor paper. Let me see which one it was. So it's this Canson watercolor paper. I got this at Michael's when it was on sale. And what I did is I just drew the little woodland animals, and then I cut it out. I fussy cut them out. And to color them in, so sorry for facing away from the camera, but so what I did is I used one of these pencils. It's a water soluble pencil from Faber-Castell. This was a 2B. So what I did is I drew on it, drew the animal, and then I used my Tombow, the Tombow dual brush pens. I have several different packets of them. Like these also I bought at Michael's. I think they were on clearance. Maybe they were getting some new products. Maybe the colors have been there for a while. I don't know, but they were on clearance. And I used them to then color them in. And let me just see here. So, and then I used my water brush to dissolve the colors. So I made a little deer, a little baby bear cub, and this was supposed to be a raccoon, looks more like a badger, but his tail is going off the page, and I didn't want to cut it off, so I left it there because, again, my journal is, you know, I might have ribbon and other tabs and things like that, so I don't mind that things are going off the page, but just wanted to give you a close-up of that. So there's the little bear, there's the deer, and a little raccoon. I'm calling him a little bear cub because he's so close up, and this is about, in perspective, it's larger. And what I'm going to be doing as I complete these pages, let's say for next year or even this year as I see things, I might make little cardinals and glue them on maybe the branches, maybe other little birds, maybe little rabbits peeking through the trees, maybe some bird seeds scattered with birds eating there. So that's this journal page, and this is just the back of the other one that I had did. So I'm using the backs of the pages that I have. So again, this is the woodland creatures, I believe the prompt was. So that's that one, and I completed that one yesterday. And then, and these again are some of the markers that I mostly used. And these markers have like a brush brush nib and then a drawing nib. So I used both of these, depending whether I wanted the detail. Oh, and another thing I used were the white jelly roll pens to add some white to the animals, the eyes and the nose, and then just some of the fur and the spots on them. All right, and then the next prompt that Patty actually gave this morning was yarn. So what I'm doing for that is this page. I thought about it this morning. I was like, you know, what can I do with yarn? And I came up with this idea of making these flowers. And I'm going to show you how I made them. So this page, so this is the back of one of the pages I completed back in March. So they're not going to be in order when I go to show the pages. This, I can't remember if it was watercolor. The prompt might have been, and I used watercolor and then some pens. So this page is going to be facing this way. So I purposely chose to have it face this way when I look at it, because the punch, once it's bound, is going to be on this side. So it'll be like that, but the page will be facing this way. And this page I got from, let me see what I did with that book. Just so you can see where I got it from. Okay. So it's from this collection of the Paper Studio. It's called Four Seasons, I guess number 5, either 40 or 50% off. So it was from here in this one here. I was debating whether I wanted to use this page or not, but then I decided because of the flowers that I wanted to make, I chose the one with the bunnies. So what I did is I used my brand spanking new, or at least for me, We Are Memory Keepers tear guide, and I used this one here, the deckled edge, because this page was just a little bit bigger than the page I had here, so I used that to tear it off. So I like the way that looks. I might use washi tape or something once I bind it here to reinforce that the page wasn't large enough. But I'm going to go ahead and show you how I made these flowers. So I have lots of yarn. So this particular yarn, if you see it, it has a little bit of color in there, and this was the Baby Bee Sweet Delight prints. So I used that one for this one. And then I have some buttons that I bought at Hobby Lobby on clearance, and that's what I used for the center. I had cut out using this punch, just some card. It's not even cardstock. It's from I think something that socks were wrapped. I had bought socks for my Christmas carolers. And so I think I'm going to use now for the next one this. I don't know the brand, but you know, you can use any yarn. And I am also using Fabri-Tac. You could probably use hot glue, but because I'm holding down the yarn as I loop it through, I don't want to burn my fingers. So I'm just going to set this aside for now. And I have here, oh, here, this is what I used. Just cut out my circles. It's just a heavier cardstock. So I think what I'm going to do is just put this here, and I'm just going to take, make sure I'm there, just some of this Fabri-Tac and just put it there in the center. And I'm going to find the end for this and just stick it down in there, and then just start making some loops. I should have made sure it wasn't knotted before I started here. Okay, here we go. Whoops. And you can make these loops as large as you want. I figure for me, the larger they are, again, for perspective, these will probably be more front and center than further back. But I might make little ones too. Let me just get rid of this knot here. There we go. So I'm just looping them, you know, looping the yarn around. As you can see, if this was hot glue, I'd probably be burning my fingers like crazy. But And this glue, it's because it's adhesive, it really rubs right off your fingers and washes off your fingers really quickly. So just going around, if you feel that you need more glue, just go ahead and add more glue there. And just keep going around. It's nothing that has to be perfect because, again, the back is this piece here, which will get glued down to the page, but then you're going to pick a button if you want, or you could put, you know, another piece of cardstock, maybe a pretty piece of cardstock to do that as your middle piece. Okay, and here, I guess as I come towards the end, I just want to finish with a loop. So I'll come here, and then let me grab my scissors. I'm just going to cut this off so this remains in the middle. Like that. We just put a little bit more glue. Now at this point, if you wanted to do the hot glue, you probably could. And I'm just going to pick a purple one. Maybe I'll add a purple center to it. And I'm just pressing down. And you can fix the petals as you want. So I'm just going to go ahead and let that dry for a little bit, and I'll be back. Okay, so a couple of minutes pass by, and what I like about the Fabri-Tac too is that you can shift things around just to make sure that it's as you want it to be. And so here's this. So I thought I would go ahead and glue this up here in this area, and then just have the stem of the flower maybe come on down. So again, I'm just going to use the Fabri-Tac, but again, you could use hot glue at this point in time. And I think I'll have that right there. So I'm just going to wait for that to dry a little bit, but I can go ahead and show you what I did to make this stem. So I just kind of tucked that under and then glued it, for example, here to the bottom, and then I brought the string around like that, and then would glue this here just so it's tacked in place. So I didn't really glue this down here, but let's go ahead and see, you know, maybe how long. You could have it come here, and then maybe put a larger leaf over here. All right, so let's do that. Just putting a little bit of glue. That's a little bit too much of a gob of glue, but that's okay. So just bringing it down, tapping on there. Let's see how big we want that leaf. Maybe like there's fine. And let's see, maybe up there like that. So I'll put a little bit of glue here. Okay, and then I'm just going to go ahead and cut this extra piece off. And just make sure it's tucked in here. And you know, I always like to have like a little journaling spot area, so I'll have to figure out where to maybe put that on here. Maybe I could cut a cloud and have that be a flip over here. So I'll have to think about that, because I do want to have like little journaling spot, like little hidden journaling spots. So there you go. That's it, I think, for this. So I'm just going to go ahead and put today's date. I just use one of these graphic pens. And today is already September 1st, folks. So I'll put it over here. Oh, this is a brush pen. I don't want that one. So today is 9/1/24. So I hope this gave you some inspiration if you want to, do something like this for your journal page. And again, check out everyone else at the hashtag Artisan Journal Prompt 2024, and you can get some other creative ideas. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.